Hello, everyone. Okay, we are on lesson 59. This lesson is about negation, including use of the particles nie and ni. Here we'll see pretty clearly how Russian tends to use double negation, which is not correct in English, but is correct in Russian. And an example here is seen in the sample sentence right here. Никому ничего не скажу. So this basically, well, literally translated, this says nobody, nothing, not say. Or more idiomatically, don't say nothing to nobody, which again would be a double contradiction or double negation in English and therefore wrong, but in Russian this is actually correct. Don't say nothing to nobody. And we also see here the difference, kind of the difference between ni and nie. So ni basically means nothing, and nie means not. So nikomu, nobody. There's nobody. There's no one that you should tell. Nichivo means nothing, and then nie skaju means do not tell. So nie is not. Don't do that, or that's a no, and then nichivo, it's like not any of a thing. I hope that makes sense. Let's go ahead and see if we can get some more examples here. So let's go ahead and just go right into the first dialogue. So there are two apparently office coworkers talking in the office. One has a yo-yo, the other's so one's working hard and the other is kind of relaxing and playing with his yo-yo. And the two coworkers are apparently named Luke and Robert, neither of which strike me as particularly Russian names, but what do I know? Let's go ahead and listen in.
Почему никто не сказал мне, что завтра мы не работаем?
А никто и не знал, только что шеф сказал.
Вот так всегда, никому ничего не надо.
Если завтра выходной, может быть, пойдем в бар сегодня вечером?
Мне некогда. У меня еще много работы. Вот если бы ты мне помог, тогда, может быть, мы бы пошли.
Хорошо, давай помогу.
Спасибо.
Не за что.
Okay, is it just me or did it sound like their lines were a little bit clipped, like they weren't quite speaking clearly? Okay, so Luke says at the beginning.
Почему никто не сказал мне, что завтра мы не работаем?
So the word he said here was nikto. Now, kto, as you probably know, means who. For example, if you're saying who is that, then you'd say kto это, who is that. But nikto is like saying not who or not. It basically means nobody. So, почему никто не сказал мне? Why did nobody not tell me? Again, double negation. Why did nobody not tell me? Что завтра мы не работаем. That tomorrow we do not work. Не работаем. We are not working.
А никто и не знал, только что шеф сказал.
Okay, and once again, the word is nikto. Go ahead and put that in there. Никто и не знал. So nobody did not know. Again, double negative. Nobody did not know. Только что means like just now, just like literally right now, or just a moment ago. Chef сказал. So chef here means boss. So the boss said. So just now the chef said. So just now the chef, the boss told us that we're not working today.
Вот так всегда, никому ничего не надо.
Okay, вот так всегда. So, вот так means kind of like that, and then всегда means always. So it's always like that. And then what did he say after that? He said, никому ничего не надо. Okay, so никому means to nobody, or to no one. And then nichivo means nothing. So, and then yenado means don't need. So it's like nikomu nichivo yenado. Nobody doesn't need nothing. Basically, nobody needs anything. But again, literally phrased, it's more like nobody doesn't need nothing.
Если завтра выходной, может быть, пойдем в бар сегодня вечером?
So he's saying if tomorrow выходные if tomorrow is a day off, может быть, maybe, пойдем в бар сегодня вечером. Do we go to a bar today evening, like tonight? Let's go to the bar tonight.
Мне некогда.
Okay, he really swallowed that word. I don't see how anyone could be expected to understand what he said. He really did not enunciate that clearly at all, in my opinion. But the word that he said there was некогда. Когда means when, and некогда means like it's not the same as never. It's more like no time. I have мне некогда. I have no time.
У меня еще много работы.
I still have a lot of work.
Вот если бы ты мне помог, тогда, может быть, мы бы пошли.
Okay. Now, если бы, if it could be, ты мне помог, if it could be that you would help me, then maybe we could go. Maybe we could go if you would help me.
Хорошо, давай помогу.
Okay, let's go and help, or here I go helping, or something like that.
Спасибо.
Не за что.
And then Luke says, thank you. And then Robert says, again, his line seems to have gotten clipped, in my opinion. It didn't really say clearly what he said. But he said, не за что, which is a fixed phrase in Russian, meaning it basically is you're welcome, but it's more like, it's nothing. It's nothing. Not literally nothing, because nothing is ничего, but translated into English idiomatically, не за что means something like, don't mention it, it was nothing. So there you go, that's the first dialogue, pretty straightforward. And now here we have, whom do we have? We have Roman, we have Victor, and we have Irina. So two guys and a woman talking in, I don't know, a restaurant, cafe, something like that. Okay, so what do the three have to say to each other?
Я ни разу там не был.
Я тоже никогда не был.
Ни за что не поверю, что вы там не были. Обычно все мужчины ходят туда.
Да делать там нечего.
Правда, ничего интересного там нет. То же самое я могу делать и дома.
Нисколько не интересно.
А я была там несколько раз.
Правда?
Да, мы ходили туда с мужем.
С мужем?
Да, а что? По-моему, это нормально ходить на стадион и смотреть футбол. Лучше, чем по телевизору.
Okay. So this is meant to be funny. It's meant to be mildly funny. It's not like hilariously funny, but there's a little bit of, I don't know, intrigue or whatever at the beginning. So okay, let's go ahead and go through it again. So Roman says,
Я ни разу там не был.
ни разу. So he says ни разу. Раз means like a time, not time in the sense of it's 2 o'clock, that's время, but раз is a time in the sense of like one more time, or this time, or next time, or last time. So ни разу is also like never. It's kind of like it's kind of like, actually I think the next line is, hold on.
Я тоже никогда не был.
Yes, exactly. The next line is никогда. So ни разу and никогда both mean never. It both means they both mean never translated into English, but когда means when. So никогда is more like at no time, at no point in time, whereas ни разу means something more like it didn't happen even one time. Semantically, there may be a little bit of a difference, like there might be a little bit of a difference in feel between ни разу and никогда, but they both basically mean the same thing. They both mean never. So Roman says, я ни разу там не был. I have never been there. I was never there. And Victor also says, я тоже никогда не был. I also was never there, or I also never have been.
Ни за что не поверю, что вы там не были.
Okay, and the woman says, ни за что. So I just said that, hold on. Oh, right. It is a bit different because so nie za что means you're welcome. It's usually used to mean you're welcome. But Irina says ни за что. So that's more like it can't be. And then she says, so поверю means I believe. So ни за что не поверю. It's like it can't be that I believe. It's never going to happen that I'll believe you. Что вы там не были. So basically she's saying I can't believe that you have never been there. And she says вы, meaning speaking to both of them as collectively. She says I can't believe that you two have never been there.
Обычно все мужчины ходят туда.
Usually all men want to go there. Okay, so this is where the intrigue starts. She says, usually all men want to go there. And I'm like, oh, I've never been there. No. So obviously it's trying to sort of form an implication or give you an idea of what they're talking about.
Да делать там нечего.
Okay, not ничего, but нечего. So I have to say the distinction here between ничего and нечего is not quite clear because Victor's saying да делать там нечего. Yeah, there's nothing to do there. Now, this sentence I think would have worked with both ничего and ничего, but ничего literally means nothing, like not like absolutely nothing, whereas ничего means more like there is not something. But really, they're both the same. I mean, if there's not something, then there's nothing. So I'm not quite sure I can explain the difference between the two words. They seem pretty equivalent to me. But anyway, I'm pretty sure he said нечего and not ничего.
Правда, ничего интересного там нет.
Okay, and now he says ничего. So Roman is saying that's true. Nothing there is interesting. Ничего интересного там нет. So nothing interesting there not. There's not nothing interesting there. So ничего literally means nothing, and нечего is more like not a thing. Yeah, over there, there's not a thing to do. And this is more like there's nothing interesting there. But again, functionally, they're kind of equivalent. I mean, functionally, nothing or not a thing is, like in English, they're pretty much the same, right?
То же самое я могу делать и дома.
So he says the same thing, that same thing, я могу делать и дома. I can do it at home. So that exact same thing I can do at home. So now they're kind of making it even more intriguing. Like, what are they talking about? He's saying, yeah, I don't bother going there because I can do the same thing at home.
Нисколько не интересно.
Нисколько. So he says, нисколько не интересно. So, сколько means how much. And if you say нисколько, then it's, again, it's like nothing at all. It's zero. So сколько is how much, and нисколько means absolutely not any amount, total zero. So нисколько не интересно, total zero, not interesting, like not at all interesting.
А я была там несколько раз.
Okay, so here now we see a distinction. There's definitely a distinction between what he's saying with нисколько and what she's saying with несколько. So несколько does not mean the same as нисколько. Нисколько means total zero, not any amount. Несколько means more like I don't know how many times. So she's literally saying like I've been there an indefinite number of times. That's what she's saying. I was there несколько раз. I was there несколько times, not meaning 0 times, but I've been there countless times, like more times than or not necessarily more times than I can count, but a number of times that doesn't have a specific number on it. She doesn't know exactly how many times she's been there. So niskolko means 0, nieskolko means some indefinite amount. I don't know exactly how much.
Правда?
Really?
Да, мы ходили туда с мужем.
Yeah, we go there with my husband.
С мужем?
With your husband?
Да, а что? По-моему, это нормально ходить на стадион и смотреть футбол. Лучше, чем по телевизору.
Yeah, so what? As far as I'm concerned, it's normal to go to a stadium and look at football. Here, football meaning what Americans call soccer. It's better than on the television. So there you go. They were talking about going to a football game at the sports stadium the whole time, and people with dirty minds might have thought that they were talking about something else. What does he do at home that he can also do there? So now we see a little bit of the difference. So yeah, they give some examples here of nie and ni, but it's still not. Yeah, so for example, мы несколько раз. So несколько раз means a few times. Don't know exactly how many times. Maybe it was 4 times. Maybe it was 5 times. Whatever. So this is more like an indefinite amount. So I think this little list here doesn't quite make clear what the distinction is. I think if we go here to the full list, this probably is a little bit more clear. Basically, yeah, nie with a verb means denial or reluctance. Nie with other parts of speech denotes indefiniteness and uncertainty. So, nie хочу, I don't want to. Nie budu, I will not. Or nie смотрел, I did not watch, didn't watch it. But несколько doesn't mean, again, it doesn't mean 0, it means, yeah, some indefinite number. And ни раз does not mean ни раз. Ни раз means not even once, not one single time. Ни раз means some indefinite number of times. So that's the distinction. And then ni really means never, nothing. Ni s kем, not with anybody. Nigdzie, nowhere. Ничего, nothing. So yeah, in this case, this is a bit of a different meaning of nie, because till now, like it said above, nie has generally meant a denial. But here for these particular words, ni means denial. It means 0, nothing, nobody. And nie means something more like, yeah, I don't know exactly how many, I don't know exactly where, don't know exactly what it is or who it was, but yeah, it was something, don't know exactly how much. So that's the distinction here, and we'll see this distinction a few more times in this lesson. So, yeah, and yeah, nie za что is kind of a special formation, just meaning you're welcome. It was nothing, don't worry about it. That's kind of a special usage of the particle, which otherwise doesn't make much sense. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. Now we have the opportunity to use these particles with various words in these 7 lines. So let's go ahead and see what we have here. Something не вижу, so do not see. Something не слышу, do not hear. Something никому не скажу, don't tell anybody. So I think this is kind of like, I think it might be related to that whole see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil thing with those three monkeys. Where one's covering his eyes, one's covering his ears, and one's covering his mouth. But I think this might be referring more to like the code of the streets, where it's like you didn't see anything, you didn't hear anything, and you won't tell anybody. So something не вижу, so I didn't see anything. That's, here we can just use ничего. Ничего не вижу, don't see anything. Ничего не слышу, don't hear anything. And again, ничего никому не скажу, don't tell anybody anything. or I do not tell. These are all conjugated in the first person, so it's more like I see nothing, I hear nothing, I say nothing to nobody. Okay, line 2. Something не знает, где можно найти нашего шефа. So something does not know where can find our boss. So I guess this is никто. Nobody does not know where we can find or where someone can find our boss. Никто не знает. Nobody knows. Дай ключи от машины. Give the keys to the car. Probably give me the keys to the car. I mean, technically, дай just means give, and it's not specified to whom you're supposed to give the keys, but without context, it's probably apparent you mean give me the keys to the car. And then there's something here. Ты пьяный, бери такси. So you are пьяный, you are drunk. Бери такси, get a taxi. So I guess the only word there that really makes sense is никогда, I think. Or it could be ни за что. I mean, ни за что and никогда both kind of mean the same thing. They're kind of like never. Let me leave that just for a second and see if there's a line where one of them makes more sense than the other. I'll just leave that for a second. We'll come back to that. Ой, какой красивый музей! Oh, what a beautiful museum. Мы something здесь раньше не были. So we something here before, never been. Okay, so we've never been here before. So that would be никогда. That's pretty clearly. Мы никогда здесь раньше не были. We have never been here before. Куда ты пойдешь в выходные? Where are you going on vacation? Or not vacation, but weekend. Where are you going on the weekend? Something буду дома сидеть. Okay. Will at home sit. I'll sit at home. Okay, so that means I'm not going anywhere. So that's никуда. Yeah. Куда, where to. Никуда, to nowhere. Okay, fine. So moving on. Mama обошла все магазины. So, шла is the past tense of go for a woman. So, mama шла means like mama went or mama walked. Обошла is kind of like she walked around. So, mama walked around all stores. Но молока something нет. Okay, so that is, I guess, нигде. Yeah, молока нигде нет. So nowhere, but milk nowhere not. So there wasn't milk anywhere. Сколько вы возьмете за работу? Where, no, not where. Сколько is how much. How much you will earn for this job? Something это несложная работа. So it's not complicated work. So I guess here it's нисколько. Нисколько means like nothing. There's no amount. So I'm not taking any amount for this work. And finally, we return here. So actually, we have two phrases here left over and one. Okay. Well, ни разу doesn't make sense. Or does it? Well, actually, yeah. Let's see. Does it take ни за что? No, it does not. Hold on. I think this might be a bug in the exercise because I'm looking at what I think are supposed to be the answers, and it looks like they might have missed. It looks like they might have missed one of the lines here. So I feel reasonably confident. I'm not a native Russian speaker, but I feel reasonably confident that the answers now here are correct. So the line that I wasn't sure about, give me the keys to the car, ni za что basically means never. It's kind of like никогда, kind of works similarly to никогда. So the answers that they want you to give match up to here. But then here, instead of nikuda, they want you to say ni razu. That makes no sense. That absolutely makes zero sense. That must be an error. I'll put in the answers that they expect you to give, but these answers I'm pretty sure are wrong. I feel quite confident, even as a non-native Russian speaker, I feel quite confident that these are the wrong answers. Hold on, what do they want here? I think that this is a bug in the, lesson because these are the answers that I'm seeing here, and yet it does not mark them as correct. Hold on, let me see. Let me just check. Can I actually... I'm not too happy about this because I'm pretty sure that they made a mistake with the lesson because I don't think there's supposed to be an extra word here. I think there's supposed to be there are supposed to be 8 sentences here, and I think they must have somehow messed up the allocation of these answers. The answers they had before were correct. These answers are wrong, and the answers they had before were correct, I'm pretty sure. Let's just skip over that one and say that that we got it right, even though the site won't acknowledge that. If anybody thinks that I really made a mistake, please let me know, but I really don't think so. I think that's actually an error in the site. Let's just move on. So we had here words with ni at the beginning. Now we're going to move on to words with не at the beginning. So, я живу в очень маленьком городе. Вечером даже something пойти. Нет кафе, нет ресторанов, нет клубов. Okay, so the person says, I live in a very small city. Even in the evening, I guess the word there is probably некуда. There's nowhere to go. There's no... So if you're going somewhere and you say некуда, that means like not to anywhere. So in the evening, there's not anywhere to go. No cafe, no restaurant, no club. Спасибо за помощь. Thank you for the help. Ну что вы? So, well, for you, and then I guess here again we have this не за что, which is a polite way, an especially polite way of saying you're welcome. Мне больше something тебе сказать. Я все уже сказал раньше. So, this last phrase here says, I already told you everything. Everything already told previously. So, мне больше, I don't have more. Okay, so it's like I don't have anything more to tell you. I guess that's probably nичего, but that also doesn't really make sense. So the sentence says basically, I have an indeterminate object, or I have something indistinct still to tell you because I already told you everything. Really here it should be ничего. It should say, I have nothing more to tell you, I already told you everything. That should be ничего and not нечего. That's just my opinion, but in my opinion that's wrong. That should be ничего. I have nothing more to tell you, I already told you everything. Instead the sentence says, I have something indistinct left to tell you because I already told you everything. Weird, doesn't make sense to me, but okay. Пойдем сегодня в кино. Are we going today to the cinema, to the movie theater? Извини, мне something. Много работы. So, sorry, I can't go because I have a lot of work, but what's the word that fills in the blank here? Некогда. No time. I have no time. Although некогда kind of means like I have an indistinct amount of time, but here it's used to mean I have no time, a lot of work. Давай через неделю. Let's go in a week. Okay. Можно я чуть-чуть поживу у тебя? Can I a little bit live with you? Okay, that seems like a bold request, but I think in Russia this is more common than it is in the West for friends to just say, can I stay at your house for a bit? It's actually more common in Russia just for friends to host other friends at their house for a few days and let them sleep on the couch or in the guest room if there is one. It might seem a bit unusual to Western audiences, but I think this is less unusual to Russians. They just kind of stay over each other's house if they have trouble at home or whatever. Мы с женой поругались. Okay, so yeah. So, like I was just saying, if there's trouble at home. So, we with wife fought. So basically, I had a fight with my wife. И сейчас мне something жить. Okay, so this would be негде. I don't have a place to live now. Can I stay with you for a little bit? I had a fight with my wife, and now I have nowhere to live. Иванов, вы уже something опоздавали на работу. Если это повторится, я вас уволю. So, Ivanov, which I guess is the person's last name probably, you already something late to work. So, I'm going to say не раз. Не раз meaning an indistinct number of times. I don't know exactly how many times, but you've already been a few times late to work. If this happens again, I will fire you. And finally, я нас живот. Something животных. Okay, so at us or at our place live something animals. Три собаки и кошка. Okay, so I guess this is несколько. So here, несколько, okay, it might seem a bit confusing because I said несколько means an indistinct number, and then after saying that, then they say 3 dogs and a cat. But I guess несколько doesn't necessarily mean some unknown number, it means more like several. So if you say several, that word doesn't specify how many. It could be 10, it could be 20, it could be whatever. So I guess the translation is probably more like not some indistinct unknown quantity, but more like some, or a few, several. So у нас живет несколько животных. With us live several animals, 3 dogs and a cat. Okay, that was pretty straightforward. And now at the end we just have a test with 10 sentences that we need to fill in with one of these options. So, я something не хочу есть. So I do not want to eat. But I guess this person is saying that they never want to eat. Okay, that sounds like... let's see, what are the possibilities here? I mean, нечего might make sense because then it's kind of like saying, I want to eat something, but I'm not sure what. Actually, it could be either one. So it could be нечего, meaning I want to eat something, but I don't know what, or it could be я ничего не хочу есть. I don't want to eat nothing. But I think here they're looking for ничего. I don't want to eat nothing. I don't want to eat anything. Okay, ты something не пойдешь. You do not go. So I guess that's никуда. You don't want to go to anywhere. Где means where, but куда means to where. So if you're going somewhere, you say you go куда. If you are already somewhere staying there, then you're где, you're where, but куда is like going to somewhere. Здесь something нет. Okay, so here something is not. You could say здесь ничего нет. There's nothing here, but that's not one of the options. There's ничего, but I think the answer here is никого. So there's nobody here. Здесь никого нет. There's nobody here. Я тебе something не забуду. So you not forget. Okay, then it's pretty clear. I will never forget you. So никогда. Я тебе никогда не забуду. I will never forget you. Я тебе something не прошу. So that's wait, what's прошу? Прошу is that yeah, it's forgive. Okay, that's what I thought. So I know where forgive you doesn't make sense. And не за что only makes sense when you're saying you're welcome. So I guess it's ни за что, which is kind of like, yeah, here it's kind of like nothing or never. So я тебя ни за что не прошу. I do not forgive you. Он something не сделает это. So he something does not do it, or doesn't finish it actually. The s at the beginning kind of means like finish it, perfective. So I guess he never finishes it. So that would be никогда. Yeah. Он никогда не сделает это. He never finishes it. Мне something не больно. Okay, so больно is like sickness or pain. So I mean, you could say мне ничего не больно. Nothing hurts, or I don't have any illnesses. But I think the answer you're looking for here is нисколько. So I don't have any pain. Seems like ничего и нисколько could also work, but okay. Зимой по вечерам не something делать. So in the winter, in the evening, okay, I have nothing to do. In the winter, in the evening, I have nothing to do. So it's again, it seems like ничего could work, but if they're looking here for нечего, so мне нечего делать, I have nothing to do. Is that actually what it means? I think that's what it means. Мне нечего делать. Let me just make sure that that's correct. I think it is, but it strikes me that what I'm actually failing to do is make that critical distinction between ничего and нечего, which is kind of the whole point of the lesson, isn't it? I don't actually understand why here they're saying нечего and not ничего, because it seems to me that it could be either one. Yeah, I mean, they both basically mean nothing. So what's the difference between ничего and нечего? Let me Let me see if I can just quickly... Yeah, so basically ничего and ничего both mean nothing. They're just kind of different forms of the word. I apologize. I don't know that I can really reasonably explain what the difference is. There appears to be a distinction, but it's not clear what the difference is. Okay, moving on. Something здесь стоял красивый дворец, а сейчас на этом месте стоит обычное здание. So, basically, it's saying here, здесь, there was a beautiful palace, but now on this location there's an ordinary building. So the word that fills in the blank is... I guess niekogda. So nikogda doesn't make sense because nikogda means never. Niekogda means more like at some indistinct point in time, at some unspecified point in time, stood here a beautiful palace, but now there's just an ordinary building here. So it's not nikogda because that would mean it never happened, but niekogda at some time, which I'm not specifying. Sometime. Okay, and finally, он something не делает сам, всегда ждет приказа. Okay, so this means... Hold on. I guess this means he didn't do it himself? Right, okay. Приказа is like a command or an order. So... he doesn't do anything. Sam means like himself, of his own volition. So he doesn't do anything by himself or of his own volition. He's always waiting for orders or for a command to do something. And so the word that fills in the blank here is никогда ничего. There we go. So he never nothing not does himself. He's always waiting for an order. Okay, there you go. So that's pretty straightforward mostly. This was pretty straightforward mostly, and this is just troubling to me. Yeah, I think these answers are, like I said, these last three answers here, I'm pretty sure, are just wrong. They are what shows up once you complete the exercise, but there's actually no way to complete it as far as I know because, yeah, I don't know. Okay, that's fine. It's clearly wrong. But I'll go ahead and, other than that, I think everything else here is mostly fairly understandable. So this was the first dialogue. This is the second dialogue. These are the wrong answers for the third exercise, or partially wrong. This is exercise 4. And exercise 5, well, I guess I'll just quickly click through the answers just in case anyone wants to pause the video and take note of them. There we go. My apologies. This has been a slightly disappointing lesson number 59, wasn't it? I think. Yeah, lesson 59. So thanks for watching, everyone. I'm sorry that it was slightly disappointing, but I hope that the point is clear, and hopefully things will go better next time. So yeah, take care, everyone, and bye-bye for now.